Hi. Watch your back. Light be with you. Hey there.
Interesting. Be seeing you. How are you? Safe travels.
I supply only the finest goods. See you around.
Great to meet you. Keep your feet on the ground.
I'm gonna sheep X, he said. You're gonna sheep X. I'm reading it. That's what he said. I'm gonna sheep X. Oh. Whoa, this guy's like a giga chat for trusting me to come in here with him. Let me sheep first. What are you sheeping? Star? Wait. What are you sheeping, dude? Skull? Okay. Oh! What is happening? Yo, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Dude! No! I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yo, what the fuck? Really, dude? I'm shaking.
Here. Yeah. Rest in peace. Okay, we're good.
What are these guys, man? Oh, from what I got damage? What? Who's killing me? Oh, I'm dead.
No.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dead.
Drink. Potion. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck?
Oh my
Buddy?
god!
No way, dude. No fucking way.
Oh my god!
YouTube. Oh my god, it actually is. Wait, that's like 2015? Or what? Is my... Okay, sorry, it is up. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be freaking dead. I knew it.
Need it?
Yeah. Dude, there's a lot of mobs down there. Oh, I fell! Help!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, actually, I actually need help. Jump down.
I'm healing you. You're taking so much
Might
damage.
pop him.
No, we're fine.
I popped
Dude,
you.
don't bop me! Oh my god,
You
we gotta run.
We're going in. Why are we going
Dude,
in?
we're dying! Heal me. Are you
dying.
healing me?
I'm trying. I'm getting
Heal
stuck.
me!
Yeah, I'm just farming. I died to fall damage. Oh my god. Oh my god, I fell off. Oh my fucking god. I could have lipped that, couldn't I? Fuck. Oh my fucking god, I can't believe that. Oh, I fucking died to fall damage. Ah.
No, 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 my friend. Sometime if you're a raw Iron Man challenge, do a warrior. I think I can, I mean, oh no, dude. Oh. Wait, what's going on here? I'm confused. Okay, well. Jeez, boys. The dude's dead. I'm not really sure what happened there, but hey, jeez.
More the dim down. You died?
Yeah, I got griefed in Westfall. I'm not sure how, to be honest. I guess he's just like, it's kind of an OP way to grief. He can just mind control whenever he wants to.
Yeah, mind control the thing.
Rip.
It's a real Giga Chad, Gary. Aren't you still in Charlie? Charlie Chads? Vibe out? Told me what, man?
Hey, thank you for watching my video. If you enjoy, leave a like, give a sub and write
Important questions in the Twitch chat. I see Josh, do you pee in the shower? I do everything in the shower. Everything. You know? Shave, have a wee, eat breakfast, research, do work, write, read. There's literally nothing you shouldn't do in the shower. Everything I own is waterproof. Everything. All the food I eat, waterproof. The laptop I'm using, waterproof. The phone, waterproof. The sofa, waterproof. I don't even have a shower in the bathroom. I just have various shower heads placed around the house. I am always within reaching distance of a tap. Turn it on, shower. I'm a merman, pretty much. You're not streaming from the shower, though. You can't prove that. You don't know what the green screen is. You have no idea what's behind me. You trust that it's the bedroom. What if behind the green screen is a blue screen and I've chroma keyed blue to show the room, but I've chroma keyed green to show the game? You don't know. You have no idea. You have to just trust that I'm not in the shower right now. There could be an umbrella over me.
How are you? See you soon.
Have you ever heard of Diablo 2, that game that is pretty good? Well, it actually could have possessed more stuff, but it doesn't. Thanks for watching. This has been Dip-Ass Diablo. Make sure to absolutely fucking smash that like button. Yeah, so games cutting content is a pretty common thing, and you see a lot of YouTube videos discussing the oddities from our favorite game series, and I felt like it'd be fun for me to run down Diablo 2's cut content because I am certainly the most informed individual in the game's history, and I assuredly know what I'm talking about. A large gripe I have with videos like this, though, is that the information is either presented slowly, poorly, boringly, snoringly, and people just won't hasten up and give it out in a quick format. But you're in luck, because I'm condensing a whole heap of Diablo 2 cut content into bite-sized, swear-filled chunks. Let us start with a quick gallivant around the guild system. Yeah, the Diablo 2 guild system, which to this day sounds like a fun concept, was scrapped in favor of the non-guild system. This is strange because you can find a cubic ass ton of assets and information regarding the guilds, but it never saw the light of day. Here's some JPEGs of what the system interface would have looked like. Ooh. In general, this is going to be another form of endgame content, with members having to complete the game before being able to make a guild. There were cabinets you could hang in the virtual bathroom and living room and shit, and they seemed to be able to house achievement items. Of these, there were definitely a guild vault where you could probably put a bunch of useless items like Saigon's equipment and then be banished from your guild for licking balls. Then there is the message board, a concept which is so ethereal and undecipherable that I can't begin to even suggest what a message board would be good for. My best guess is that it would be a board for placing messages, but that's a long shot. Finally, there was the trophy case, which seems like it would have been a great place to show off achievement items. Kind of a cool concept. Having predefined achievements to hunt for would have been a fun concept. What kind of writing is that? That's dog shit. I even reread it. It didn't seem bad. There's also this thing called a Steeg Stone. A Steeg Stone would have been where you steeged, or rather, where you could have donated gold to upgrade your guild hall or some shit like that. So instead of steeging all day, let's talk about some cut content outside of the guild system. The biggest cut feature overall in all of Diablo 2, the Paladin Flaming Sword, which would have been a flaming sword the Paladin could use. There's no details beyond this, and in general, this sucks to talk about. Alright, being serious, here's some real interesting shit, especially for any players who have played the game. For people who haven't played D2, seeing this wolf enemy won't impress you, but for me, this shit gives me a big case of the wows. Here's the Butcher trying to rehash this guy before Diablo 3 even. Wow. Elemental demons floating balls of various colors. They move like glomes, so good thing these fucking demonic beings didn't get put into the final version. It is the Chad Quill Bear. He doesn't give two halves of a half of a shit about you. The Mosquito Nest, another spawner presumably. Heinous, looks like an anus. Speaking of that concept, it's the Evil Hole. Ooh. The Plant Beast, a vaguely intimidating concept. Pretty sure this is ripped off from something, but yeah, whatever. The Gorgon, a very unfinished enemy. And then the scariest enemy of them all, the Shitting Skeleton Archer. Bow before his bent ass. Moving on, how about we talk about the Organ System, which Path of Exile would steal 20 years later, thieving bastards. In Diablo 2, you would kill, say, Zombie, and possibly receive a Zombie Heart. This would be convertible into a new item. Who knows what kind of thing would pop out. The only evidence I can find for what would come out is another item that doesn't exist, the Full Healing Potion. These organ items were far into development when it seems that everyone simultaneously realized that walking around picking up appendixes and ball sacks seemed like a weird and creepy idea, and it was scrapped. This is also the game where you use enemy corpses as bombs, and you kill the Lords of Hell, but I guess ass cheeks were too violent to smash into some kind of glass bottle. Actually, on second thought, I kind of see the problem. A couple more quick ones for you. There were elixirs in the game. What they'd be good for, who knows? Additionally, herb existed. Herb even has a sound effect. Listen to this. Herb. Obelisks were something that did something. Doesn't this bother you? Like, they got pretty far into making it, it seems, but there's no information on what they did. If you cheat to spawn one in and use it, it crashes the game. Diablo himself has a soul stone in the game files, and it was likely going to be used in additional quests for Act 4, if you've ever played the game in
Actually, if I could get this guy to turn one way, just, yeah, discus him. Discus him right there, and oh, it's out of range of discus. This is spectacular. This has all gone really well. Okay, also infuse that one. Now I can discus, and there to you. Go, go, dodge. Great. This is going spectacularly well.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that, chat. Nah. You trolling. They wouldn't do that. Except they totally would. What's up, Grim? How we doing? They broke Trapper and Wraith's FOV. Well, I'll tell you for sure that they broke the lobby FOV. I guess now we kind of have to play Trapper, lads. Now we gotta play Trapper. Gotta take a look at the experience there. Okay. This felt into me, bro. That's fine. I'm not even gonna go after that one guy. I'm gonna go after you. Okay, let's go. Let's go, lads. Built-in stretch res? Okay, well that lines up with the lobbies, so I'm gonna say that it's fucked. That's what I sound like when I stub my toe. If I were to stub my toe. Just walk better, chat. I don't know what else to say. Just literally just walk better. Just walk better and you won't stub your toe. It's the Omega Giga Brain strategies. Just walk better. I don't know, man. They buffed Trapper by giving him a third-person view. Oh no. That's funny. That's a quality update there, chat. I don't know why it's not in the game lads, so it would just be... I wanted to look at the thing, but like while vaulting, so like I could lose my power while vaulting, chat. Oh, that would have been so clean. I would have been literally the best Legion player on the planet if I did that. I just can't compete, lads. I'm sorry. I'm just not Sim. I'm crying, bro. I just can't compete. I can't live up to your standards, chat. My bad, bro.
If you ever need anything.
Kill switch trap. You know what? They probably would because it's technically an advantage. Technically, it is a slight advantage to see more. Would they kill switch though? Probably, actually. We gotta play Trapper, lads. We gotta play Trapper. Gotta do that. 230% for a day. You would love that, wouldn't you? You would just love Frank's mixtape Stab Wounds Legion at 230% speed. You would just love that, wouldn't you? Oh, I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna frenzy ya. I'm gonna frenzy ya. Oh. Oh. Epic pallet chats. She did juice me, though. Oh, you're injured. Oh my god, what? What? Oh, what do you mean? Oh my god. Okay, okay, chat. It's fine. This is fine. They have yet to cleanse my thrill. No terrorists under any condition. That's just Myers, Smile. That's just Myers in tier 1, lads. That's just Ghostface, but like they accidentally bug him, and then he's literally just invincible and can never lose his power. The best killer in the game, bro. Jake. Jake, come back, bro. Please, I beg you, Jake, my beloved. Is that a boon? Not in this economy. No, sir. I can't, bro. Not the generator. Not the poor, good old generator. They wouldn't do that, chat. Let me stab you with my effective power. Thank you. Goodbye. I will now leave you. My new main build? I kind of fuck with it, honestly. I kind of fuck with it. Oh, I'm...
Hey, there's someone there.
Holy smokes, this guy's got a fire going and everything. You guys stuck here?
Oh, we've been here for, well, since Wednesday the 10th.
Wednesday the 10th, eh?
10th of November, we were camped back in there.
Over there, yeah. Oh man, yeah, holy
I'm
smokes.
Mike Bellet.
It's a sad day for us. We've spent over 3 weeks together, stranded on
I don't have a target. spell isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. Greetings. target. Salutations.
Interesting. Pleasure doing business with ya. Yeah, what do you want? Hurry back.
Hello. Goddess watch over you.
And we actually go into MC, we're going to hopefully feel like we're not just a complete fresh. How do you handle get-in bombs in HC? I think we should probably make like a weak aura. If anybody's ever seen Tommy play Pally, he has a weak aura when he has no seal. active, he has like a size 140 font text that covers the entirety of his stream that says KEKW no seal. We should probably do something like that for bomb. If you have bomb, you actually cannot even see anything that is happening. Well, I guess you have to see a little bit because you have to move, but it would be like a huge icon that pops up like right here. It says, you have the bomb. Please, for the love of God, move right now. Like just blasting them with raid warnings. And everybody is required to have it. But as long as people can just not troll and move out when they have the bomb, I'm telling you, the fight's not that bad. Ret or Enhanced Shaman? Ooh, I see. You think Enhanced Shaman's more of a meme than Ret? I don't know, bro. You might be right. They might be like equal. I think you just have a more desirable thing in your kit with just Wind Fury. Like Wind Fury is... the Paladin Blessings are pretty sick too, man. Nightfall can make red. I feel like no one even used Nightfall though. That was something everyone thought people were gonna use. Okay, I'm pulling 3. This could be really dumb. Nope, I'm doing big damage. Look at the double interrupt. That's so nice. On Pally. The reduced threat buff from Pally seems best compared to Shaman Fury. Oh yeah, true. Why did no one end up using Nightfall? I don't know. I actually don't know. It just ended up not being worth it because no one used it. No one crafted it really. I guess it just took a debuff slot and there's just better stuff you could do. Also, like it was also very melee heavy, these comps. I would imagine too, it was a factor. You know, you didn't really run like a spell for raid setup. It was all like brown and yellow boys, so you know, how good is that debuff slot really? For the one token warlock, a couple mages. That'd be used in SoM now with no debuff limit. Yeah, true. That's true. Maybe in SoM, yeah. It's kind of a fate worse than death to be like the Nightfall bitch, though. You'd have to get rewarded with some loot or something. Or take turns. I guess it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, even in TBC, like, you can't always parse every week, you know? You have to take... It has to be like a rotation, because you have to get, you know, PIs and... You have to get the setup. You have to be able to use the curses you want, like Doom and stuff. So, if you're already on an off parse week, like, you're not going to go for a big... Blast, at that point, it doesn't matter. You could just use Nightfall. Or whatever the equivalent is for... Imagine being a hunter forced to spam win clip for Nightfall procs. Yeah, but you could do it one week and then the other guy does it the other week. I need 2 more Shadow Mages. Now with the meta is Warlock Nightfall will be good. Warlock was feeling incredibly strong when I did that that rag on the beta. MC is such a great raid for Warlocks. You have so much impact with the banishes. You can just multi-dot everything in there. And I played a Horde Warlock, man. I never had Salve all of Classic, man. It felt so good having Salve.
Good luck.
Tonight.
1 year old dyan, 1 year old.
Halo is a great universe, but sometimes things don't make sense. Whether it's the length of the Pillar of Autumn, or this skyscraper in Halo 4 somehow being 512 floors high? On very few occasions, sometimes we have to take a closer look and see what's actually going on, and sometimes things just don't make sense. So today we wanted to maybe do a video looking at some of the things in the Halo universe, some maps and campaign levels that make zero sense whatsoever to us. And it gets pretty crazy because on some of these we thought about it way more than probably anyone else ever asked us to. No one asked us to, actually, but way more than anyone should have even thought to have to think about it. But we were just really curious because we thought something was weird, and just the fallout of that was interesting in itself. Starting things off, when we were doing all of this research on possible cut content and the Halo 3 Guardian and all that other stuff, we really were looking closely at Epitaph and Citadel. However, there's one really weird thing that's going on here, as if you look out the window of Citadel or you just look outside on Epitaph, you notice that these maps have the same exact skybox and they're in the same location. Matter of fact, they're supposed to be a part of the same structure. And while the set piece is amazing, we really love just this vast open desert aesthetic, the fact that this is supposed to be somewhere in that Epitaph Tower does kind of raise a few questions for us. Now, just because of the height of this building from looking out the window, you would assume we're probably really high up on the structure, perhaps on top of Epitaph, though if you are on the level Epitaph and you go outside or you just look up, you can easily see that there's no real way that a structure the size of Citadel could possibly stand on top of this structure. Which, okay, maybe then this structure would be at the base of the tower, even if the windows seem a little disproportionate. But if you actually take a closer look and you look at Citadel itself, there's these skylights or these windows on the ceiling that clearly show there's no tower stacked up on top of this building. So while of course in the lore sense these buildings are one in the same, and we wouldn't have had a technical expectation of being able to see another multiplayer map alluded to that was attached, we don't think there's any real way that these two things would work with just the way that these two levels were originally constructed. Going all the way back to Halo Combat Evolved on the level The Maw, Halo fans were introduced to the first ever Warthog run, and it was iconic, but the Pillar of Autumn's only supposed to be 1.17 kilometers long, which actually would be contradictive here considering our waypoint's telling us that we have to travel 3.5 kilometers to actually escape. This is one that a lot of people have pointed out over the years. However, there are some people who have kind of looked into this and crunched various numbers to question if there was a possibility where this could make any sense. I mean, hypothetically, if there was some sort of service corridor that stretched the entire Pillar of Autumn and had all of these curves and ramps, technically speaking, since the route isn't directly straight and there's different turns and stuff along the way, there might be a chance that Master Chief does have to navigate 3 miles in the 1.17 kilometer long length that the ship is, though it wouldn't make sense why the waypoint marker is somehow accounting for all of the twists and turns rather than just giving the direct distance away something is like it does in the rest of the game. We actually loaded up Halo Combat Evolved because we wanted to look into this, but then we realized there was an even bigger issue that obviously has been there since the beginning on the Maw. I mean, don't get us wrong, the Pillar of Autumn is awesome, but it is really funny that on the Maw there's this one bridge just right there in the middle of everything, connecting one part of the ship to the other part of the ship. And Luke put together a really great diagram and explanation as to what's going on with this bridge.
This is what the Pillar of Autumn actually looks like, and this is what it looks like according to Halo C.
Okay, so this next one is one I looked into way too much, came up with a ton of conspiracy theories. I even had to do some math to figure some of this stuff out, and it still doesn't really make full sense to me, but maybe someone else can try to break this one down. On Halo 4, the level Skyline is definitely one of my favorite multiplayer multiplayer maps. It's just such a cool atmosphere. You're just fighting up there in the building and you can see off some city in the distance and it looks really cool. But here's where things get really spicy. If you look at this screen, it actually shows that the players are on the 512th floor of this skyscraper building. Now, mind you, to this day on Earth, the tallest building in the world only has around 170 floors. So yeah, Halo 4, futuristic, they can have super tall buildings, though 512 floors did seem a bit excessive to me just on the surface level. I really wanted to try to take things further and see if there was any way we could grasp the height and the actual massive size that this tower must be for us just to be up there on the 512th floor. And oh boy, did this get interesting. Now apparently, if you take a closer look outside of the map, it turns out that the skybox that they used in the outer borders, kind of showing the city landscape that you can see, was actually taken from a real world location, and it's a picture of Paris, France with the Eiffel Tower photoshopped out. Seriously, when one of my friends told me about that, I first was skeptical, thinking maybe they just drew inspiration from Paris and went with that. But if you look closer, you can actually start to recognize some landmarks that come directly out of Paris, France, and the area surrounding the Eiffel Tower. Matter of fact, this specific building was the most standout building that I could recognize that really ended up being the main source of some sort of reference trying to put together how tall this building would actually end up being if we were to try to figure out the sightline distance of the structures down in the skybox compared to where we are in the tower. But as it turns out, that building in particularly is a famous monument in Paris known as, and literally, pardon my French, l'École Militaire, which is a military school that was founded in 1750 after the War of the Austrian Succession. It's also right in front of the real-world Eiffel Tower, which was able to give us an even better idea as to what we are looking at when we're looking off at the skybox in Skyline. So then this is where things get a little bit complicated, and I just did my best estimations with my math ability. My numbers probably aren't specific, but it could give us at least a good enough estimation as to whether or not this tower is at all to scale and could possibly be 512 floors high. So from Skyline, I could see the building that we were just talking about, and you can actually kind of track the road in the distance that goes from one block to the next. Using the sniper rifle, you can actually see on the right side of the Halo 4 sniper rifle, as you adjust your angle with your sniper rifle, it will actually tell you how many degrees you're looking down or how many degrees you're looking up. So I picked this specific street right here because it was easily noticeable, and looking down at this specific point, it was about a 9-degree decline from staring off at an even 90-degree angle downwards. So we could use Pythagorean's theorem to potentially calculate the actual height of this building if we can figure out some of the angles and lengths that we have for some distances. Now, unless this is some weird funky building, we can assume that this building at the base is at a perfect right angle, as most buildings should be. But we do know looking down, we had that negative 9-degree angle, meaning that this point over by that street is 9 degrees upwards, and our angle looking down at it is 81 degrees. From there, I figured out that the length of the street was about an alteration of 3 more degrees on the sniper rifle, and while I could have calculated the growth and scale of a road potentially coming closer, I felt like for the sake of just trying to get some crazy ballpark estimations, the easiest thing to do here was realize that one of these streets is worth about 3 total degrees, and if we go ahead and assume that this is a 90-degree angle that this building's on, all we then have to do is calculate the real-world length of one of these streets to figure out the road's distance. So whatever distance that this street is, we just need to multiply that by 9, and we can potentially get the distance from this point of interest to the base of the tower. So we took our 300 meters and multiplied it by 9, and we ended up with 2,700 meters, giving us the ballpark distance from this point of interest to the base of the tower, which then we can graph out a triangle to figure out the actual height of this building. So if we know that the distance to the object is 2,700 meters at a 9-degree angle of elevation, it would mean that the object height was 427.6 meters, making it just about half as tall as the tallest building in the world, which of course only has 163 floors. But even then, I still wasn't too confident in that being the actual height of the building, since technically we weren't accounting for the adjustment of the angle as our point of interest would move closer to measure the distance when tracing it with the sniper rifle. We still thought that even though our numbers disproved the 512 floors, the estimation of of the distance and the height of the building was maybe still an overestimation, and our numbers might have been bigger than what the true height of the tower was. So this is where I reached out to Rocket Dim Entree for some help. We dusted off the old algebra book and we had to take a look at some trigonometry theories. This is probably basic stuff for everyone else, but for me it was a little over my head. But nonetheless, we should have been using something called a sine theorem to calculate how the angle of the road would change at a closer distance, and then we essentially would be getting a more
RIP Faith for Days duo 9 months ago. Dude, he has a beard. What the hell? He looks way different with a beard. Okay.
Hear him?
I have potion. I have
3 seconds. I'll fear. 1 second. Yeah, here comes.
Oh shit! Big. Kill this motherfucker, bro. I'm lit.
Big heal on you.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
No, they're gonna kill him though. He's so dead.
I'm gonna go to the bridge, okay?
They're both full health. They're literally both full health. And he's like 1,000 health left.
Oh, this might get ads actually. I'm pulling him back. Can you kill him? Just blast him with wand? Yeah.
I mean, they have no mana, but...
Oh, dude, I'm getting fucked though. He's so
bubbling
strong.
You got anything?
Yeah, just finish him with wand. You get blue on these, bro. We have to finish him with wand right now, bro. Holy
I'm charmed. 200 health. He's feared for 5.
Oh shit. I feared him. I'm so low though. I'm running across the bridge right now. I have a pin on me. I'm dead unless you have anything.
I'm
I have Holy Spring Water. Am I dead? I'm dead. Oh my god, bro. No way.
Oh no.
Should I ran to you?
So Grays lived, but Kargos didn't. Wait, the funny thing is, guys, if Kargos right here he would have just wandered him down, he would have lived. I know I'm like, actually, I know I'm hitting with the actually right now, but he could just have wandered there and he would have lived. Because he died to the dot that the boss put on him. Right here, wand. 2 wands and he's dead.
Oh shit. I feared him. I'm so low though. I'm running.
He got the dot on him because the boss didn't die in the fear. If he would have wanted the boss twice there, he wouldn't have died.
I've crossed the bridge right now. I have a pin on me. I'm dead unless you have anything.
Yeah.
I'm.
But to be fair, like in his defense though, like when you're that tense, you just want to get out. Like he's like so close to dying, he just want to run away. Like he just want to get out, right? But God, dude. That's what makes it fun though, the whole hardcore thing, that is like, oh, it's so tense, man. It's fun. It's so tense. God. You think he would have survived the other mob though? Maybe not. I mean, maybe not, but you know, we'll see. You can do the elite, bro. It's easy. Oh yeah, you want me to solo an elite that a warlock and a priest had a warlock die to. So you want me to solo that as a rogue? Yeah, okay.
What's on
you? Yeah, okay.
Great.
In this video, we're going over the history of the racial abilities of the trolls. We will start off strong with one of the best racials in the history of the game, Berserking. It went through a lot of changes over the course of vanilla. It started off as given a fixed increase to attack and casting speed, but could only be triggered while under 20% health and had a 2-minute cooldown. In patch 1.22, it had a minor bug fix as shamans were able to use it even while not below 20% health for some reason. Shortly later in patch 1.4, it was reworked, where it now increased attack and casting speed by 25%, but it increased your damage taken by 10%, and instead of only being usable below 20% health, it could only be used after you were critically hit. Although in the very next patch, it was clarified in the tooltip that they meant melee critical hit. Finally, in patch 1.9, it was reworked again to what we all recognize it as in Classic, costing either a bit of mana, energy, or rage, whatever you had it. It was also raised to a 3-minute cooldown from 2 minutes to fit with its missing health theme. It now increased your attack and casting speed by 10 to 30% based on how much health you were missing for 10 seconds. This change also took it off the global cooldown, allowing you to macro in with your other DPS cooldowns, making it quite a powerful racial. During vanilla, most of the higher end players were on the Alliance, but through the years on private servers, this ability was theory crafted to perfection, where in PvE, trolls would take off all their gear to decrease their maximum HP, then put it all on right as the fight was about to start, and because your health wouldn't automatically increase when gear was put on, they would then pop their Berserking right as the fight started to get more value out of Berserking, and maybe even get a second use of it depending on the length of the fight, although this may really anger your healers. These days, the Classic community speedruns raids, so some fights don't even last 1 minute, let alone 3. But this is still a fun interaction. Moving on, we have Regeneration, which was very good back in the day. It gave you a 10% to your health regen in combat, while also overall increasing your health regeneration by the same amount. The best PvP use of this is rogues who can vanish to gain a bit of time to get some health back while their enemy sits stunned. But in PvE, it is quite a nice little heal to ease the burden on your healers, even if the heal overall was incredibly minor. It is also fantastic for questing, as back in vanilla, health regen was really low. So slow that melee classes often needed to eat food every 2 to 3 pulls. That meant this extra generation allowed trolls to level faster than others, and while it was only 10%, it does add up quick over the time it takes to level. Funny enough, the racial was thought of as useless originally in vanilla WoW, and its value wasn't really gleaned until Classic developed a meta. Next up, we have the Beast Slayer, and this also helped increase leveling speed slightly. What it did was increase the damage the troll dealt to beasts by 5%. Although there are not many beast mobs in endgame content vanilla, it did at least have some uses in AQ, Nax, Molten Core, and a ton of uses in ZG at least. Lastly, we have throwing and bow specialization, which increased the troll's throwing and bow skills by 5 respectively. Like other weapon racial skills, these made your attacks with the chosen weapon less likely to miss. And while throwing weapons were more of a minor thing, almost all the best endgame weapons for hunters were bows. This made trolls the best hunters for Horde and PvE content, in addition to trolls having the highest base agility out of the Horde races, and second only to Night Elves as a whole. There is only one change to troll racials in the Burning Crusade, that being a rework of all weapon skill racials. This included throwing and bow specialization. Range skills like these were changed from a +5 weapon skill to a 1% crit increase while using the weapons. Meanwhile, melee weapons were changed to just give some bonus expertise. Wrath of the Lich King saw a few more changes than what the Burning Crusade provided. First off, a new racial was added to the trolls called the Voodoo Shuffle. It passively decreased the duration of all movement and parent effects by 15%. This worked on roots and snares, but oddly enough not stuns, as those remain the domain of the orcs with their hardiness racial. Berserking also saw a couple of changes in the expansion. First, in patch 3.2, it was changed so that instead of giving scaling attack and casting speed buff based on missing health, it gave a flat 20% to attack and casting speed instead. Although yet again, the tooltip for it was incorrect, so in the next patch they fixed it to show its proper effect once again. The Cataclysm saw no changes to the troll racials, so let's move on to the following expansion, Mist of Pandaria, which had 2. First off, we had the removal of throwing weapon specialization. Obviously, as Pandaria was the expansion when thrown weapons were removed entirely from the game. Bow specialization was also replaced, but at least it still existed in some sense, being renamed to Deadeye, a version which now gave trolls expertise with guns, bows, and crossbows by 1%. Now onto Warlords of Draenor, there were actually quite a number of changes to racials. First off, Deadeye was removed as a weapon skill, as hit and expertise were removed from the game, and with these changes, Blizzard no longer wanted to lock certain specific races into specific weapon types. Beast Lane was changed so that instead of increasing damage to beasts by 5%, it now increased experience gained from killing beasts by 20%, which may be a slight blow to their damage output, but it now at least directly increases their leveling speed, and made leveling in beast-heavy areas faster. Berserking was also changed to now give 15% haste down from 20%. It is now also called haste instead of attack and casting speed, although it has pretty much the same effect. And followed by patch 6.2, the Voodoo Shuffle was buffed by 5%, now reducing the duration of movement and parent effects by 20% rather than 15%. And the troll racials have not really changed much since BFA. However, what did happen in Battle for Azeroth was the troll racials actually played a very important part for the race to world first on Jaina. You see, Jaina had an ability in the fight called Chilling Touch, which she would stack on the whole raid with a number of abilities, and if it ever got to 20 stacks, then the player would be frozen solid and have to be DPS'd out by the other players. The way to manage this was by using flame barrels and by triggering the freeze at times when the raid could break you out together. However, the stacks technically counted as a snare, so the racial Voodoo Shuffle would lower its duration by 20%, which meant troll players had the option to just let the stacks fall off by expiring. This obviously wasn't supposed to be an option for managing the stacks, but it made parts of the fight so much easier that top guilds paid for their entire raid team to race change to trolls just to deal with the Chilling Touch mechanic easier, leading to a world first kill by method, which thankfully was an option available to both factions as alliance were transformed into Horde for this fight. Later on, Blizzard changed this so trolls couldn't gain this advantage anymore, and since then there haven't been any real changes to troll racial since. However, going back to BFA quick, with patch 8.1.5, the Zandalari trolls were added to the growing list of allied races, and while the racials have not seen any adjustments, they were added to the game as the troll allied race, so we'll cover them here now, as they have not been around long enough to get their own video. First off, they have City of Gold. This is a passive ability that gives the Zandalari 2% more gold when they loot anything. Super simple and rather nice too. There's even an add-on to see how much extra gold you get when looting mobs. Next up, we have the Pterodactyl Swoop, which on a 15-minute cooldown gives you the effect of the Goblin Glider with the pterodactyl visual, which slows your fall and lasts for 2 minutes while flying you forward. Next, we move on to the combat racials. First, we have Embrace of the Loa. To understand this, it requires a bit of background. Trolls as a whole worship these beings called Loa, and by doing so, they're granted boons, including the Zandalari Troll, which have various shrines to various Loas within Zuldazar, their major city. This racial allows the Zandalari to interact with these shrines and receive a permanent minor buff, although you can only have one. The buff you get depends on which shrine you interact with Akunda giving healing spells additional healing, Wamsamdi giving damage abilities bonus shadow damage that heals for the bonus shadow damage dealt, Gonk increasing movement speed by 5%, Kimball giving your damaging abilities a chance to cause your target to bleed for 6 seconds, stacking 3 times, Kragwa, which causes your max health and armor to increase upon taking damage, and Paku, which gives your damaging abilities a chance to increase your crit by 4% for 12 seconds. Yes, quite a lot of Loa, and for sure the coolest, most in-depth and customizable racial we've ever seen, while also being the ability with the longest cooldown in the game currently with a 5-day cooldown, and basically allows Zandalari players to choose which racial stat bonus they want. Lastly, we have Regeneratin, which is arguably the strongest Zandalari racial. What it does is, on a 2.5 minute cooldown, you channel for 6 seconds and regain 100% of your health. This can be interrupted by damage at least, however paladins who get low on it can pop a divine shield, and then use this to get back to full health uninterrupted before resuming the fight. On the PTR before it went live, this ability was going to be a 4-second channel that could not be
shakers, drop NG for skinning, farm up skins, drop skinning for leatherworking. Oh man, Pigsy. You don't need to do all that. We have got people. Like we have people that can make salt shakers and stuff. Like we have people that are leatherworkers. Upset watching everyone playing SoM having fun while they're stuck in TBC. I don't even know. I don't know. It's this weird thing. I don't really get it, but it is what it is. The super sweaty classic Fury Warrior. I'm kind of glad we don't have world buffs. But I mean, I don't know. I also understand people being upset about not having world buffs. I was pretty upset that they removed world buffs, but I'm still like just I'm finding joy in the game that we have. I'm glad that I get to do this challenge, and I don't have anything against people that are not participating, that are playing PvC.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Willie here. So, Blizzard announced a few weeks back they're going to be nerfing the tier 5 end bosses and Morrogrim on the 14th of December. This has come ahead of any announcement for Phase 3 itself, but I reckon they want to ensure that as many raiding guilds as possible have completed it so that when the next phase rolls around, they will be able to get straight into Black Temple as well as Mount Hyjal. As for Phase 3 itself, it would be strange to put any content out right around Christmas, so I would guess Phase 3 would be around the 12th or 19th of January. It's funny that Classic has global releases, but retail doesn't yet if you think about it. This would also mean guilds still struggling on the final end bosses, which is a larger proportion than what you would think. If we look at Warcraft logs, we'll have had a month to complete that content, so it seems like a pretty reasonable timeline for me. Phase 2 of Classic TBC did release on the 15th of September now. Yeah, it's really been that long. So that would mean about a 4-month Phase 2 duration, and in Classic, the time between major tiers, apart from the first one, was between 4 to 5 months total. So that is our predicted timeline, at least for the current phase. So when Phase 3 rolls around, what's new and what should we expect from it? Honestly, outside of the raid and the arena season, not all that much. Blizzard has already put loads of TBC content out early in Phase 1 and 2 that should have been put out in Phase 3 if we are following a launch schedule similar to TBC. For example, we already have Sketis and Ogrilar, KT and Mag drop items to turn in for gear, Ruins of Lordaeron Arena, epic flight form, upgraded engineering goggles, new flight paths and quest updates, and just so much more. But our TBC is a bit of a pick and mix between the original, and some things are just in way earlier, and that's the way it is. So what is out then? The Netherwing rep, I assume, if you like the look of the mount and want to try and grind it for your first time or perhaps again, and there's going to be a lot of competition for the eggs this time around, I'll be willing to bet. The pre-quest for this, called Kindness, is already in the game and starts in Shadowmoon Valley. This is required to get you to neutral with the Netherwing faction and advance beyond it afterwards, and of course you're going to need a flying mount for that. For the first boss in Mount Hyjal, you might consider using some tricks that people used back in TBC. He doesn't have the most impactful mechanics, but one of them is Ice Bolt, which is a single target frost bolt, which does an absolutely enormous amount of damage and will kill you in about 2 to 3 seconds. It's treated as a stun, so things like your blink, your ice block, your bubble will be able to get you out of it, but for classes that don't have a way to remove it, people often use the PvP trinket back in the day to remove this stun and just guarantee that they don't fall over on the first boss fight. You only need to get the rare PvP trinket if it's not really your thing, which is only 4,000 honor I believe, and should be extremely easy to get. Otherwise you could use the living action potions. I don't see why those wouldn't work either. That would use your potion cooldown. Alternatively, you just hope your healers are on the ball and can keep you up. There'll be loads of gear, including resistance gear required for tier 6, mainly Primal Shadow, Water and Life, which you should expect to go up in price at least a little bit.
This video is wild. Yeah, Intensifies, how you doing?
Hi,
I'm Sync Weaver, and I'm a Final Fantasy XIV player. By this time, I have redone, reshot, rewrote, and rethought how I was going to present my new player experience to the world in a fashion that wasn't going to upset the majority of fans in both the World of Warcraft fanbase and possibly the Final Fantasy fanbase. I quickly realized, however, that the fanbase I really had to look out for were the World of Warcraft fans that had a huge opinion on the game as it currently stands.
I can't stand the game. I can't stand the people who play it. I can't stand the content creators who are still simping for it because they're all of their money depends on it, so they stand around and pretend like they're not.
Free your mind. Whoa. Okie dokie.
First up, Rage Winter Chill. So Winter Chill is a pretty easy boss, guys. He's just this creepy looking thing that you can tank in the middle like this, spread your groups around the boss and just pump. He doesn't have that many mechanics, but the two you should look out for that can kill you quick is Ice Bolt. It's exactly what you think it is. A big bolt of ice that hits you for a ton of damage, puts you in an ice block, and also leaves a deadly dot on you that kills you after 2 seconds. The only way to get out of it is to get healed really quick, but it's kind of hard for healers to do that. And the other option is you will see this Warlock right here do PvP trinkets. So this is a fight that, yes, you can and should wear your PvP trinket, okay? I know it sucks to lose a trinket slot, but it's whatever. It gets you, saves you from dying. It's just kind of hard to have the healers try to do that really fast, you know what I mean? Also, Paladins can bubble it, and as you see right to the left of me right here, the mage can ice block. So mages can ice block the ice block, and I believe they can blink it too. The only other thing else to worry about on this fight is death and decay. You'll see it right here. It's just a ground effect AoE. You gotta not stand in it like a fire, but the difference is you can't see it that well. So I'll pause it up here. You can kind of see the little ground floating I'm standing in right now. It's little red floaters, like, you know, gas, it looks like red gas. That's how you know what it is, and it's just kind of hard to see, but a lot of the times you can't see it. I can't see it until I'm under it. You can turn your graphic settings up a little bit and it'll help you see it, like the visual settings. Tweak with them. Colorblind little mode or colorblind mode thing will help you see it too if you need it, if you're really having trouble seeing it, you know. that's pretty much a fight. She also acts like, or Winter Shell acts like a mage, so he has frost armor and he also frost novas. Nothing really to worry about that at all. And guys, just make sure you wear your PvP trinket, because as you'll see, look how hard this bolt hits me for.
For the Alliance.
All my health is gone, and it was because I forgot to wear a PvP trinket. So don't be me. Make sure you put that PvP trinket on, my guys. And that's all for this fight, man. It's really easy. Stay out of decay, PvP trinket your shit out of the ice block, and you're good to go. Next up, Anatherin. Now, Anatherin is another very easy boss, which is a couple of mechanics to look out for. So to start, have your main tank him here while everybody spreads around him loosely, and have your off tank shuffle to the right like you see him over there with my arrow is. He's over there to collect the infernals, which I will explain a little bit later. To start, he has an aura around him that's called Vampiric Aura, and what it does is it heals him for 300% per every melee attack that happens to him. For this reason, you should have all healing reduction effects up on the boss at all times, like Mortal Strike, Aim Shot, Wound Poison, etc. One of the two main mechanics that he has, which are stupid, is green shit he spits out like this called Carrion Swarm. It does a little bit of damage, not that much at all, but also reduces all their healing done by 75%. So if you can avoid it, but you really can't, he kind of just spits it in general directions. This is why we said to spread out. So the more that you're spread out, the less people get hit by it. You know what I mean? So obviously spread out. Periodically through the fight, he will also sleep people for 10 seconds. Nothing you can do to avoid it. It's not dispellable. You cannot PvP trinket. You can't bubble it. You can't ice block it. You just got to eat the 10-second sleep. It's kind of annoying. It can happen multiple times in a fight, but if it happens, you know, whatever. And then the main mechanic that can cause many wipes in this, if you're not careful, is the Infernals. Now, every 60 seconds, Anatherin will summon an Infernal that'll slam to the ground, stun everybody around for 2 seconds, and emit Hellfire. For this reason, have whoever is targeted by the Infernal run him to the off tank, so the off tank can pick up the Infernal. The Infernal at which is immune to taunt, so give the tank a little bit of time to build some threat, and then have the ranged casters nuke the Infernal down. And that is it, my friends. Spread out for Carrion Swarm. Get pissed off when you get to put to sleep, and nuke those Infernals. Next up, Khazrogal. So this fight's a little weird. It is a very easy fight, one of the easiest, but it has one very difficult mechanic to deal with, and it has to deal with mana consumption and mana preservation. If you can get that down, you're good. This is a big mana user heavy fight. What happens is, and I'm not kidding, this is the only mechanic you need to worry about. What happens is he puts a mark of Khazrogal on you, which is a debuff. And what this debuff does is it drains 600 mana every second. And if you don't have 600 mana when that ticks to go off, that's every second it's on you for 4 or 5 seconds. So do the math, okay? So if it goes to take 600 mana from you and it cannot, then you blow up. And not only do you blow up, but you blow up every single person around you. So you need to make sure that you stay above 3,600 mana every single time. This is easier for Warlocks. Obviously, some classes it's difficult. Do everything you can to stay above 3,600 mana. Do not blow up. And if you are going to blow up, make sure you run out of the raid so you don't kill anybody, okay? The only other two mechanics in this whole entire fight to deal with is a simple cleave and a simple war stomp. Not even really worth mentioning that much. I'm just doing it for some content. Guys, that's the fight. It's that easy. It's just these marks you have to worry about. Just be smart. If you are a class, just make sure that you know how to maximize your mana usage. That's Paladins can bubble, ice block before the mark lands, anything like that. Do all that you can. And once again, if you are going to die from the mana drain, run out of the raid and do not kill anybody else. Do not panic if people start to die from not having mana. Let your other raiders can keep going and they can focus. Plus, Thrall, tank him over here by him because Thrall helps fight. And there's been times when we have wiped, but Thrall finished the fight for us, man. So make sure you tank it by Thrall and let Thrall do some fighting for you guys. And that's it. Next up, Asgalor. So this fight is actually a little bit more difficult. You need some positioning and some stuff to do with this. So to start off, you need to have Soulstone rotation set up already going, okay? So that needs to be done before you even pull, because there's a mechanic called Doom, which you're going to see right now, which is a pain in the ass. So first off, have your off tank exactly where you see my character running right now, okay? See where I'm running to my off tank right now? Because I got the debuff called Doom. What this is after 20 seconds of the debuff, I die, or whoever has Doom dies, okay? Which is why you soul stone them so they can get back up. When they die, they leave a lesser Doom Guard in their place, which is why you are here, so your off tank can pick up the Doom Guard, okay? After you die, get back up with your soul stone, run back to where your group is, and at every range, nuke this Doom Guard, okay? Nuke the shit out of this Doom Guard. You do not want more than one Doom Guard up. Everybody else, make sure whoever dies gets soul stone. If you know, make sure you pallies, give them some salvation back, buff them up real quick if you can afford it with the mana, so they can finish pumping, okay? So nuke this Doom Guard down. Throughout the whole fight, they're going to keep dooming people. Who's going to keep dying? You have to keep killing lesser Doom Guards. Other than that, the only other mechanics is the silence you cannot avoid at all. So you just got to eat this while you're fighting out the boss and the Doom Guards. And then the other mechanic which you can avoid is a Rain of Fire. So Rain of Fire is exactly what you think it is, except for it adds a debuff dot at the end of it, but it can be outrange. So just do that. Outrange it, my friends. And that's the fight. The whole fight is you dodging fire and making sure your raid drops the lesser Doom Guards off at the spot with the tank, okay? So they can pick up the tank, and that's the whole fight. Nuke the lesser Doom Guards, avoid the fire. Nuke the lesser Doom Guards, avoid the fire. I'm pretty sure you guys get it now, my friends. And that's all. Last but not least, Archimonde. Now, Archimonde is definitely a very hectic fight with a lot of mechanics. So to start, let's just go over some basic stuff like comps. You need to make sure that you have a shaman, a healer, and a decursor in every single group. If you are a resto shaman, obviously that covers both the healing and the decursing. Make sure that happens. As well as stay by your group and in totem range the entirety of the fight. For examples that will be given ahead of the future, okay? And another thing to make sure is that everybody, I hope everybody has this, but everybody should have a tier of the goddess from Tyrande on top of the hill. You will need this multiple times during fight. Sometimes you won't need it during fight, but you must get it. And not only that, but put it on a nice, safe keybind action bar down there like I did, so you can use it at will and not have to rummage through your bags to do it. What that tier is for is periodically, Archimonde will throw somebody up in the air so high that they will not survive the fall. It's called air burst, okay? You will not survive this fall unless you use that tier at the last second of the last couple seconds of your fall. You're supposed to use it. I wish I had footage of me doing an air burst. Unfortunately, this one does not. To watch out for is grips of the Legion. This must be dispelled immediately. This is why I said so many times, I'll say it during the video or during this part of the video, to stay by your group and in totem range, okay? You have to do that right, okay? Yeah, so you have to be close with the tier. If you get airburst, airburst, it doesn't just airburst you, it airburst everybody around you. So make sure you are spread out. That's why you spread out, okay? But in range at the same time. Right here, you'll see another airburst get ready to go off. And once again, I wish I had airburst footage, but I don't. But if you just get shot in the air super, super high, you won't survive it. Make sure you get out of it. Also, run from fire. It leaves a rough dot on you. It's pretty easy to avoid. It just chases you. It comes from Archimonde and chases somebody, okay? Just run from it. Just avoid it at all costs. And also, the fear. Now, this is a wombo combo that he has. He fears people into fire if you are not by your trimmer totem, which is why I'll say it again, stay by your group, stay in totem range, because you need to be by the trimmer totem. If you are not by the trimmer totem and you get caught in that fear by a fire, you will be feared into the fire for the duration of the fear and die most likely. So make sure you are in totem range at all times. If you're panicking, you can also wear a PvP trinket as well. The fear will break with the PvP trinket. So if you, for some reason, are having troubles, or you guys are short a shaman or whatever it is, that group can wear PvP trinkets and pop it if they get too close or get into the fire. Not even too close, just get into it, okay? So you see us, we're standing here, we're avoiding fire, we're hoping for no air burst, and you're just pumping, okay? Another huge thing to worry about, okay, this is huge. Soul charge. Every time somebody dies, it takes 2200 mana from everybody else and does a lot of damage. How much damage? Falco, this arrow. Look at this arrow. That much damage. So imagine 2 to 3 of those happening at one time. It's going to be a wipe. So this is why it's very, very, very paramount that nobody freaking dies. Avoid the fire. Do not hit anybody with your air burst. Move away from the air burst. All types of things like that. You know what I mean? Focus macro right now. You can see when he's casting air burst. Move out of the way ahead of time. Another thing you don't even need to worry about is Fingers of Death. It does a lot of damage to somebody, but only if nobody's in melee range. Which if nobody's in melee range, you're fucked either way. So don't even worry about that. Okay. But yes, make sure that you guys are in range of the totems so you can get out of the trimmer totem from out of the fear. You want to make sure you're loosely spread. Once again, do not get air burst. Here's an air burst example. You can't control getting air burst, but you can control one if you survive the landing and who you hit on the way out. And for the last time, my friends, stay by your group and in totem range. And there's the fight for you, man. That's it. Stay out of fire. Don't take nobody with the air burst. Make sure you land the air burst. Enjoy. So much for watching, my guys. That's all for this raid guide. Next up is Black Temple, man. Please like, follow, subscribe for more content. It helps my channel grow tremendously. I really appreciate it, guys. Follow me over at twitch.tv/CrixGaming for some more content, man. Peace, peace, peace.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. Inventory is full. I can't attack that. I need to get closer. I need to target something first. It's too far away. I don't have a target. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I can't carry anymore. far away. I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I need a target. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full. I need to get closer. I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full. can't cast that yet. I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full. I can't carry anymore. It's too far away. I'm out of range. Inventory is full. I am in your debt.
Hi. Off with you.
special purchase? Very good.
Hey! You have a great day now. Need assistance? Off and away. Pleased to meet you. Alrighty then.